The truth lies in an ancient dungeon, guarded by powerful guardians. Ignorance and indifference.
Seeker, be warned. There is nothing more powerful and more perilous than a thought, not seen, not touched, not broken, yet strong enough to shape entire worlds. In the silence before the stars, the void was wide and waiting. Laughter broke the endless dark, and light began to bloom.
They cast their dice into the nothing, and oceans formed from falling sparks. Each roll became a mountain rising, each whisper turned to dawn.
They played the game of life and stone with joy that shook the sky unknown. From every jest a dream was born, and chaos learned to dance with form.
No crown, no throne,
No sacred plan, endless.
just wonder in immortal hands.
They painted worlds with fire and air, and called it all a song to share. Their laughter forged the moon and sea. Their echoes shaped humanity. Not faith, but fascinations are the game that made a beating heart. They played the game of light and clay, and time began to find its way. The gods looked down, their joy complete. The world, their symphony's heartbeat. The stars remember every sound. The game still echoes underground. Creation's tune forever played by hands that once in silence swayed. When dusk falls upon the newborn world, the ancient forest rises to greet the coming night. The gods watch in silence as the wild awakens, a realm woven from mist, starlight, and memory, waiting for the final soul that will one day complete it. Shadows lengthen as dusk descends, where earthly journey softly ends. The last light fades, a dying spark, embraced by sacred endless dark. Ancient giants pierce the sky, beneath the moon's ethereal light. A silver gleam on tangled leaf, the forest mystery now weaves. No human trace, no guiding sound, primal secrets all around. Oh, nocturne of the ancient wood, where timeless magic's understood. A cosmic hum, a solemn plea, the wild heart beating strong and free. Enchanted paths where spirits tread, the living silence softly spread. My soul awakened wild and deep, secrets the silent forest keep. Under the vast star-dusted veil, I hear the ancient whispers wail. The winded sighs, a forgotten tune, beneath the gaze of a pallid moon. A chilling mist begins to rise, reflecting ancient hidden skies. Through mossy roots and stones so old, 1,000 histories unfold. The air is thick with mystic grace in this primordial sacred place. Each rustling leaf, a whispered word from echoes of a world unheard. Oh, nocturne of the ancient wood, where timeless magic's understood. A cosmic hum, a solemn plea, the wild heart beating strong and free. Enchanted paths where spirits tread, the living silence softly spread. My soul awakened wild and deep, secrets the silent forest keep. Under the vast star-dusted veil, I hear the ancient whispers wail. No fear, no doubt, just pure release, a profound and inner wilder peace. The pulse of life, a thrumming sound, where ancient power can be found. I shed my skin, my mortal guise, reflecting stars in nature's eyes. A timeless promise etched in soul, to be made gloriously whole. Oh, nocturne of the ancient wood, where timeless magic's understood. A cosmic hum, a solemn plea, the wild heart beating strong and free. Enchanted paths where spirits tread, the living silence softly spread. My soul awakened wild and deep, secrets the silent forest keep. Under the vast star-dusted veil, I hear the ancient whispers wail. Before any mortal breathed upon the dunes, the gods carved a kingdom in fire and gold. The ancient river woke, the desert held its breath, and fate itself gathered in the sacred sand. Words echo mystic hymns through twilight's fading silent whims. Our lives entwined with sun and moon, hoping for the blessed monsoon. Oh, land of gods and burning light, we rise and fall with all our might. Beneath the eye, a sacred vow, eternity begins right now. From desert dust to starlit sky, ancient spirits never die. The shifting dunes remember all, each triumph, every distant call, a tapestry of fates untold, more precious than Egyptian gold. We stand as guardians of the past, a legacy designed to
Before time dared to breathe, the gods shaped the clay and forged the first command. Light bowed, thunder slept, and creation waited for the mortal world to rise from their eternal will.
Light fell upon the newborn clay, the silence breathed, the shadow swayed from heaven's edge. A whisper came, repair the world in mortal's name. They walked the lands where thunder slept, and sowed the seeds the heavens kept. They carved the rivers, stilled the flame, and wrote the laws none dare to claim. We are the chosen, bound by fire, the hands that build, the tongues that sire. Between the stars and dust we stand, to shape the dream, to guard the land. They spoke of time, of heart and bone, of gifts that must remain unknown. Each one a keeper of a spark, to light the minds that face the dark. They argued softly, gods nearby, of what to teach, of how and why. One spoke of mercy, one of will, one vowed to watch when all was still. The heavens dimmed, the air grew clear, the age of mortals drawing near. They sealed their words in stone and sky, then waited silent to comply. We are the chosen, last divine. complete, our fates entwined. When human hearts begin to burn, our voices fade, yet still return. The wind will teach, the sea will warn, the soil will cradle those unborn. And though our names are lost to time, their souls will echo our
But even the gods foresaw the flaw, that those who pray on behalf of many would one day claim the heavens for themselves and bind the faithful in a truth not born of them.
Beneath the newborn golden skies, the air was sweet with breath and rise. They stood in awe where silence stayed, and whispered thanks the stars had made.
They felt the warmth of unseen hands, the pulse of gods within the sands. They bowed to wind, to stone, to flame, and blessed the world that bore their name.
We sing to those beyond the dawn, whose laughter built the earth we reon. Our voices rise, our hearts obey, the first of faith, the mortal way.
They built their shrines from bone and clay, and learned the art of night and day. They carved the rules in silver rain, to keep the love, to temper pain. Then came the chosen among their kind, whose tongues could shape the mortal mind. They wore the calm, they spoke the word, and soon their voice alone was heard.
Fire turned to law, belief to chain, and mercy learned the taste of rain. The gods were gone, but in their place the priest became the face of grace. We sing to those beyond the veil, our hope, our truth, our holy tale. Yet in our songs the echo's wrong. The faith we built is not their song. The faith we built is not their song. The faith we built is not their song.
The stars looked down with quiet eyes, and wonder what their heirs devise.
For every prayer that lights the night still burns with both devotion and fright.
The stars look down with quiet eyes, and wonder what their heirs devise. For every prayer that lights the night still burns with both devotion and fright.
When we entrust one truth to mortal hands, they tore it into four, not by error, but by design. Each wind was given a fragment, so they might divide the world and crown themselves its prophets. Thus began the first betrayal, not of gods, Monsing's, but of humanity itself.
They left with books of ash and light, for roads beneath a wordless sky. Each wind received a different right, and oaths were forged to sanctify. They took the maps of thought and flame, and split one truth to many names. A whispered law in east and west became a crown upon the chest.
Hold fast,
Obey the pages sealed.
doubt is a crime,
The wound concealed. Four winds proclaim the only way, and every voice demands we pray. They wrote with ink that does not dry, on hearts that learn to testify. A fragment here, a fragment there, the whole withheld like stolen air. In north they blessed the winter's spine, in south they bound the heat with sign. The west kept silence, east kept fiery, and each called all the others liar. The roadways crossed and banners burned, the loyal knelt, the wise unlearned. A sentence carved in iron breath, believe as we or learn of death.
hold fast,
Obey the pages sealed. Doubt is a chain weary taught to wield. Four winds contend for heaven's throne, and none will let the whole be known. Yet under dust the letters flee. They drift like seeds we were meant to see. When all the winds at last fall through, the quiet truth remembers you. For 1,000 years, we watched the mortals shape the world we had placed in their hands. Forests gave way to iron pillars, and the sky itself was bound in glass and flame. They filled the darkness with restless light, yet each new dawn grew colder in the chambers of their souls. And now they walk beneath their own artificial suns, surrounded by brilliance, but estranged from the life they were meant to guard. Lights rise where forests used to breathe. Iron roots replace the leaves. 1,000 eyes, 1,000 screens, but none can see what silence means. They pave the sky with mirrored stone. Each tower built to stand alone. The sound of hearts in traffic's hum. The song of souls that come undone. They trade the stars for neon signs. Forget the taste of rain and time. The market's hymn, the banker's prayer. The cost of hope beyond repair. They crowd together, yet apart. A million rooms, a single heart. Each message sent, no voice returned. The warmth they seek already burned. The higher they climb, the less they feel. The kingdom of glass forgets what's real. Coins fall like tears, the silence grows in crowded streets where no one knows. We are echoes of the many, fading where the shadows run. Dreaming wealth but waking hollow, praying to a lifeless sun. And when the cities turn to sand, the wind will whisper through the land. No walls remain, no names to keep. The earth will sing, the ones who sleep.
Yet in their towering cities of concrete and glass, they forged only distance, a solitude deeper than any ancient night. Now a million faces pass unnoticed, and beneath their electric heavens, each soul walks alone through the noise that was meant to drown their silence.
Concrete giants scrape the sky. A million lights ignite the night. An ocean of faces rushes by, lost in the roar. I find no light. Oh, grand metropolis, cold and vast, my lonely echo meant to last. In your embrace I stand apart, a hollow beat within my heart. Silent symphony, a mournful sound in this great city. I'm unbound. Glass towers watch with vacant eyes, reflecting hopes and silent cries. The hurried footsteps on the street, a rhythm I can never meet. Among the throngs, a distant gaze, lost in these neon lighted maze. Oh, grand metropolis, cold and vast, my lonely echo meant to last. In your embrace I stand apart, a hollow beat within my heart. Silence
1,000 silent nights we watched, as mortals bent to laws born of ink, not truth. But the spark they tried to bury has risen, cutting through their paper crowns and fading creeds. Now the hidden light awakens, and no written lie can stand against it.
In silent towers, the air grows thin. A spark long buried wakes within. No trumpet calls, no fires burn, but hearts remember what they've learned. They wrote their laws on sheets of white and said the ink defines what's right. If it's written, it must be true, the oldest lie they ever knew. Whispers of the hidden light, rising softly through the night. One by one, the eyes unblind, truth returns to humankind. A thought once small begins to spread through streets of glass, through walls of dread. The printed creed begins to fade as voices bloom the night they made. First they read ghosts unseen, unheard, then mocked by every papered word. Then fear takes root, then fire grows, until the old world overflows.
They said, obey the written name, for ink and power are the same. But light can burn through every lie, and even gods must wonder why.
Whispers of the hidden light, calling out what once was right. Falling walls and fading signs, the truth returns through human minds. Now in the dawn, the silence sings. No books, no crowns, no chosen kings. The spark within, the final key. The light was always meant to be.
The voices lost to ages stir again within their hearts, and the truth they sought in gods and scriptures awakens now from within their own light. No command was needed, only time. And as the circle of creation completes itself, we stand in the shadows, knowing what was forgotten is whole again, and humanity has finally come home.
Like dawn upon a quiet sea, the world awakens soft and bright. The long night folds its weary wings as ancient paths begin to shine. The voices lost in distant ages stir again within the soul. A spark once faint and nearly silent grows warm, grows clear, becomes our own. Humanity lifts up its eyes as if to feel a hidden truth, a breath, a whisper in the heart. A Hardened words of ancient priests crumble now like fragile crust. For truth is born in open hearts, not shaped by hands that sought to rule. In quiet all the people listen to what has always lived inside. An ageless song they once forgot, now rising clear to lead them home. They walk the paths their elders dreamed, with open hands and steady flame. For every soul that dares remember becomes a beacon to the source again. And far above the timeless beings, born of the first breath and the light, behold the dawn with gentle wonder, for this is how it always ends. The gods are laughing softly now, for they always knew the game would turn. It was not their first creation, not their first world to rise and learn. One cannot tell the human spirit, you must show it how to stand. And so the circle finds its meaning, guided by a patient hand. From highest light to deepest soil, our spirits find their way back home. The gods watch softly from the shadows, for they were never truly gone. We carry fragments of their essence through every fall, through every age, and now at last the path completed, the light ascends, and we with it.
All things return to the source. All cycles move by ancient will. Mortals rise, mortals fall, ancient still the circle stands, for it was shaped long before them.